This podcast is brought to you by our patrons at patreon.com/Elder Scrolls Lorecast. Robots Radio. Games, lore, stories, community. Just press play. Welcome to the Elder Scrolls Lorecast, the podcast where we explore the amazing universe of the Elder Scrolls. Adventurers, welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Lorecast. This is your host, Tom, or Robots, and I'm here today not with Lotus of Doom. He's busy getting ready for a trip. But to take his place, I've decided to fill the room with a bunch of other people. Our patrons are back to join me for today's topic. We're talking about magic and what magic we would choose if we were in an Elder Scrolls game. And I'm going to go through and introduce everybody. Welcome some new faces, some old faces, and a bunch. We've got a full house. So let's just start with T-Rex. T-Rex, welcome back. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. The question was posed before when we were in like the pre-chat about if you would rather fight a duck-sized dragon or 100 dragon-sized ducks. No, wait, not that. Swap that. Dragon-sized. You know what I'm saying.
That would be horrible.
That would be really bad. But okay, let's change this up. And I'm going to ask everybody this question: would you rather fight a goose? 100 goose-sized dragons or a dragon-sized goose?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Because ducks are nice. Geese are mean.
Yeah, and like...
Just real quick,
I don't know.
off the top of your head.
I feel like at that point, I'd rather deal with the dragons.
All right, 100 little dragons. All right, awesome. Well, welcome back to the show. Next, we have Ben at Tamriel. Ben, welcome back, and what do you think? Geese or dragons? Baby dragons, big geese, big goose.
I'd rather take the big goose. Dragons and numbers. I don't like numbers.
Okay, all right.
Just like we were talking in the pre-chat, Jurassic Park. That's trauma.
Yeah. All right. Well, welcome back, and then we have Siege Bro. Welcome to the show, buddy. How's it going?
Pretty good.
What do you think about this question? What are you going to answer?
Oh, it's got to be the dragon-sized goose because the dragons, even if they're small, they're going to pull some Yoda stuff. With the way the voice is still just as strong. Judge me by my size, do you, Fusroda?
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's true. If these are like Elder Scrolls dragons, then they're going to be shouting at you. Little shouts, but still shouts. That's a good point. Villain is back. Villain, welcome back to the show.
Thank you. To your question, I'd definitely go the Horde of Dragons. Might be able to bribe them with something.
A bunch of little dragons. All right.
Yes, mini armies.
Mini armies. Man, we're getting a mix of answers here. And then Rob the Princess is back. Rob, what do you think?
I would use my alteration magic and go Ant-Man inside the giant goose.
Oh, okay. Gross.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, cool. And then we have Jumarov. Welcome.
Heyo. Hey, how's it going?
What do you think? What do you think about this one?
I would definitely... geese are way more savage than ducks, so that does scare me, but I'd still go with the dragon-sized goose, and I'd likely go for the webbed feet. I think, it doesn't take much to, do damage to that, and they're probably fumbling if you can get those webbed feet, get them.
I gotcha.
That kind of thing.
I gotcha. Cool.
Bunch of little dragons are terrifying.
Awesome. All right. I see where you're going with that. Okay, and then we have Falcon with a box on. Welcome to the show. What do you think?
I'm probably dying either way, so I'll take the Horde of Dragons because that'd just be a sight to see.
The horde of little tiny dragons. Yep. I don't know if anybody was counting, but I think that we've definitely got a few answers on both sides of this. So maybe chat, welcome to the stream. Maybe you guys can decide this for us.
Geese also aren't too small. That's still pretty big.
It's fairly
dragons.
Big. Yeah.
That's a really good point. Geese are pretty big.
Yeah.
That was my main reason.
I'm giving Professor Bayless our link again to see if they can join us. But all right, guys. Well, the topic of today's show is the spells, like the magic in Elder Scrolls, the spell schools specifically, and which one you would choose for yourself. And we're going to go through. I'm going to interview each of you and find out what spell school you would go with. But to start us off, I'm going to give us a quick little reminder about the different schools so that we kind of set a, groundwork for what we're talking about. So, of course, there's destruction, right? Spells that harm the target, damaging their health. We all know what destruction does. A lot of us have used destruction magic in the games. Then there's restoration, right? Healing abilities mostly. Also curing a lot of diseases and paralysis and unenchanting weapons, even that kind of thing. Then we have conjuration, where you call upon otherworldly entities with telepathy, and you can summon in things like Daedra or banish them, or even conjure weapons for your own abilities, or for your own usage, I guess. Then we have alteration, where you can alter the physical and magical properties of a target. So that's another option. Then there's illusion, which affects light and a sentient target's mind to cast illusions. Then we have the mysticism, which is fairly obscure. Now, its spells seem to manipulate magicka itself. Due to its spells that bind the target's soul, this school is closely related to necromancy. Mysticism has I would assume that it has something to do with taking like souls and harnessing them and putting them in soul gems, that kind of thing. You probably have to be powerful in the school of mysticism in order to do that. And then there's thaumaturgy. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, which does not change the appearance of structures or a force of an object, but can manipulate laws temporarily. And then there's enchanting. And I'm going to include enchanting on our list because maybe you want to use enchanting to enchant items and objects and things like that. So that's kind of the groundwork here. And we're just going to go through. We're going to start with T-Rex. T-Rex, what do you think? If you had to pick one school of magicka, what magical school would you use if you were living in Tamriel?
Could you potentially just give me 1 minute?
Sure. You want to think about this?
Well, my litter box is doing weird things. It's an electric litter box, so it's doing weird things, and I don't want you to.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
All of that.
We'll skip.
So
we'll skip you. We're gonna go over to Ben then. We'll start with Ben. Ben, while T-Rex is making sure she doesn't have a litter box problem, what do you think?
So, I was thinking destruction magic.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But completely forgot conjuration was a thing.
Yeah.
Definitely conjuration. From, the last patron episode, I was an assassin. So being able to conjure blades or spiritual beasts that could, take down my targets without me being there.
Or distract them.
Perfect. Yeah. Or distract them. Yeah.
Like if you had conjuration magic, you would look like you were unarmed.
Exactly.
But then all of a sudden you aren't, because you could just conjure a knife out of nowhere and just get somebody and be like,
and then it disappears and there's no murder weapon.
No murder weapon. Like an icicle.
Yeah.
I guess. That's the perfect murder weapon. All right. So this continues on with your whole persona as being an assassin in Tamriel, right? That's where we're going with this. Now, I also want to pose the question about you in the real world and what you would go with for you, not in Tamriel, for you right now. Like if tonight I was some powerful wizard and I was like, Ben of Tamriel. Oh, I should do the echoey voice. Let's see if I have it. Ben of Tamriel, I grant you expertise in one magical discipline. What will it be? What would you choose?
Honestly, I'd probably still go with conjuration, not for like weapons, but more for like, I could have a spirit wolf with me at all times.
It's okay. Like, you go visit your family and you're like, hey, this is my spirit wolf. Just like it appears out of nowhere. What would you name your spirit wolf?
Ooh. See, I would have to really think about that one. I have no idea.
All right. Like right off, like real quick, just off the top of your head, just first thing that comes to mind. Geralt. You would name it Geralt, the spirit wolf.
There we go.
That's the first thing that popped in my mind. And it would be white, of course.
Oh yeah, because spirits are white or blue.
Well, I mean, Geralt is the white wolf. That was kind of where I was going. But okay, all right, cool answers. All right, let's move on to T-Rex. T-Rex, are you able to chat yet, or should we move on to somebody else?
I turned it off. It's fine.
Okay, cool. Also, Chef joined us, Professor Bayless. He's using a different name now. Welcome back, Chef.
Yeah. Hello. I'm doing my rebrand for the. I told you before.
Yeah. Your streaming stuff. Yeah. Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back. We're discussing with everybody the school of magic that they would focus on. All right, T-Rex.
Yeah. Can you actually catch me up? Who picked what so far?
Well, so far Ben's the only one who's gone. So you haven't missed
conjuration
much.
for both.
Conjuration for both. That's where we're at.
That's
what you're right, Rob. Or are you going to remind me about the goose question?
Exactly.
Yes.
You take it from here.
Let's do that.
But Chef, or should I say Professor Bayless? This was the question that we posed to everybody upon introduction. Would you rather have to fight 100 geese-sized dragons or 1 dragon-sized goose? He's thinking.
Dragon-sized goose, because all the goose-sized dragons would actually still have their ranged magic attacks.
Yeah, they could shout. They could blow fire on you. That would be very dangerous.
I'm gonna go with the 1 goose.
I'm on the goose side.
On the odd chance that I do win, dinner for 2 months.
That's also true. If you enjoy eating goose, I bet it's really gamey. A goose that big. Yeah.
Okay, maybe I put it in the freezer for a little bit and have it over a longer period.
It's a stew that cooks for 2 days.
Have it with multiple meals.
Yeah, there you go. All right, sounds good.
A little bear anyways.
Sounds good. Well, welcome back. All right, let's move on to back to T-Rex. Good, man. T-Rex, you have an answer for us? You're in Tamriel. Which school of magic do you go with? Which do you focus on primarily? I know wizards often pick multiple schools, but which is your primary school?
Primarily, such a tough decision. I feel like primarily I would have to go with.
She's going to go necromancy. She's going to break the rules and go necromancy.
Okay, I won't break the rules, but that is a
were you considering
honorable mention. Yes.
Oh my god,
called it.
That's illegal. You can't do necromancy.
I don't care.
Not in the 4th era.
Yeah, it also depends on where you live.
Point in history.
Yeah, it depends where you live too. But okay, but which one do you want to go with?
I feel like probably it's kind of a tie between enchanting and
thaumaturgy.
I feel like nobody can say this word.
Thaumaturgy.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go with that. Okay. If you had to pick one, if you really got to side with one of them,
I feel like I would probably go more with enchanting, just because you can add it's gives you added damage in a way to what you already have.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I can see enchanting being particularly useful. In fact, you could enchant things with all sorts of different kinds of qualities.
Right. Yeah. And with the Thieves Guild and the Thieves Guild armor and the Dark Brotherhood armor, they have those are technically enchants. So, I mean, can do that. Well, I don't know if you can actually enchant that, but let's say you
theoretically
could,
somebody had to have enchanted them, right? And plus you can enchant things and then sell them.
Enchanted variants in Skyrim.
Well, there you go. But you
get a lot of unenchanted variants,
right? But
no, because they're unenchanted, you could do it yourself and put better stuff on them.
Just use console commands.
Poison immunity, who needs it?
Right, but then you could sell the stuff too. If you enchant regular dumb looking items, you could buy something real cheap from somebody else, enchant it,
make lots of money.
Yeah, okay, I get where you're going. Okay, now let's talk about the real world. If you are you, and Robots the Wizard shows up and says, I am bestowing you magical powers, like I just did. Which one do you pick for today? Which one do you go to work tomorrow? Or I think you quit your job, didn't you? But you show up tomorrow, whatever you're doing, and you're like, I now have the magical powers of this. Everybody check it out.
Probably I would go with illusion.
Ooh, okay. Why illusion?
I don't really like. It just feels like that would work.
Okay.
Like in a day to day, like, whatever. I can just do whatever.
Okay. You don't have a permit to park here. Wing. Yes, I do.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, time to move on. Thank you for your answers. Siege Bro, going down the list. Siege Bro, you're in Tamriel. You have to focus on one primary school of magic. Which one is it?
So, personally in ESO, I play a Templar. I don't know if any of those abilities are considered to be conjuration in terms of like the Aedric Spear, stuff like that. But if we're saying that those are miracles and they're completely separate, I would stick with restoration personally.
Okay. All right. So you're going with okay. Why restoration then?
Well, it's kind of personal considering I just finished getting sick. But just in general, I like the idea of being the kind of person who can help other people. Yeah. It just makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, over the last few years now, that somebody with restoration magical abilities would have been very useful. I have a feeling you would have worked a lot of long hours as well.
Oh, gosh, it's crazy. Yeah, I definitely would have.
Yeah. So, okay. So, but this is in Tamriel we're talking, right? We're still in Tamriel.
Oh,
restoration.
I would still do it for the same reason. Mm-hmm. I would, be up at that front line, in ESO, whatever, that real world equivalent.
Yeah.
And I would be up there supporting, the rest of the players there.
Okay. That makes sense. So the same thing in the real world. You go with restoration for both?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. Would you charge for your services?
It depends.
Okay.
There's the friends and family discount, of course.
Right. Like, what if somebody comes to you with like it's one thing if they come to you and they're like, oh, my grandmother has COVID. She's really not doing well. We don't know if she's going to make it. And then you're like, I got this. Right. Boring restoration spell cured. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you so much. Right. It's another thing if somebody's like, so you can regrow limbs, right? Like, do you charge for that? Like, I was in a car accident when I was 7. I haven't had a leg in 20 years.
I would love to know, how that directly affects the people within, the lore. We often hear, oh, man, I used my power, and that took a lot of power out of me.
Sure.
I would love to know the direct impacts of that before, because obviously, if I can regrow limbs and the person is decent, they need help. Yeah, I'll help them.
Yeah, you'll help them out. But I mean, that seems like the kind of thing that would wipe you out for a day, right? Like, okay, yeah. I'm done. I've got to rest and recover. Okay, what if somebody comes to you and is like, so I went bald, but I don't want to be bald. Do you charge for that one?
No, that's more of a do I like them or do I don't? The Hippocratic oath is do no harm, not help everyone out no matter what. What
if, that's the big question to me is what if these aren't health issues so much as just quality of appearance issues?
I'll put it to you this way. Baldness is a question.
Wow, you just went total robot on us. Oh, now you're catching up. Say that again. Baldness is what?
Baldness is probably where it's a debate. Mm-hmm. But if it's someone's dental plan or something like that, then I can work with that.
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay, cool. I see where you're going with this. Anybody want to chime in on this, on restoration?
Yeah.
Rob?
It just reminds me, I don't know if anyone here has watched the show Misfits. It's a show about people with superpowers. There's a episode where the girl has a healing power, and the Misfits are they're superpowered people, but they're all really the castaways of society, they're not good people. And one of the main characters is trying to convince the girl to help him cure his STD.
Yeah. So
and
yeah,
it's just
what about
the
things like
funniest thing ever, because she's like, no, I have to like make contact with the lesion, and there's
Don't wanna
no
touch you.
possible way I'm ever doing that.
Right.
And
Right.
it's the most awkward, hilarious scene ever.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that's quite the question. Momo in chat says, I feel like hair growth will fall under illusion or conjuration related, not restoration. I think it could fall under any of those things, because the cells that grow the hair have like quit working correctly, so you could restore them to original working, or you could cast an illusion to make it look like you have hair when you don't, or you could just conjure hair.
Illusion and conjuration feel like temporary solutions, whereas restoration is potentially a permanent solution.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense to me, right? Like it would be like I'm having problems with my liver. It doesn't clean my blood very well. It's kind of like a liver disease. You would heal the cells that work in the liver, right? Therefore, they work better. You'd just be healing the cells that are supposed to grow your hair because they no longer function the way they did. In my mind, it's kind of similar in that sense. But yeah, I think you're right. The other two would be temporarily, because you'd like, oh man, I'm going to conjure hair so I look really good for this job interview. But I hope the interview doesn't go longer than like an hour. Because
there's also like alteration, because you can do like oak flesh. What's to say you can't turn your skin into more hairy skin, you know?
Or just something that looks like hair but isn't really, unless you get really close.
Yeah, that could work.
Is that like you were talking about a minute ago? The guy with the ST, you just made me realize alteration masters will never need to have a Viagra subscription.
No. Plus, they could have whatever size, shape, whatever they want.
Well,
shape. Oh my gosh.
Size, shape.
Number of.
Did you read the Daggerfall version of the real Baron Zaya? Did you read the Daggerfall or the Morrowind Onwards version?
All right. Well, there you go.
Be honest.
I think how much restoration would take out of you on a daily basis is really interesting. That would be the biggest question I would have too. And
using magicka is you run out of magicka because your body can't do it anymore. Right. And yeah, just like in the show Misfits, she's like, I can only do this so many times. I don't want to waste my gift on you for an STD.
Yeah. Like what if something more important comes up, or what if as a restoration wizard you end up working in medical care, and then you have to go to work later, and you're like, I'm not going to have any juice left.
Most spellcasters do it for a living though. So like to get paid for it in general, that's kind of expected. It's what they spent their whole life working on. So they should get paid for it. And then it's just a matter of what do you choose to do it on? And you probably want to prioritize the bigger targets.
I have one other question for restoration. Can you heal something beyond its normal state? So like someone
to make it even better than it was.
Yeah. So someone born with, for lack of a better term,
blind
defect, issue.
Somebody who was born blind, can you give them vision?
Can you heal them to a point they never were?
That's a good question. I don't know that answer is answered in the lore. Nothing comes to mind immediately of somebody using restoration magic to make something better than it originally was.
Because
I think that starts to bleed into alteration, you know?
Yeah. Because it's never come up, I would assume no. But otherwise it would have to be like alteration, because then you're just creating something that wasn't there. Or
you would assume that like in Skyrim, you could use restoration magic to then boost your health above its normal maximum or something like that, right? But that's not a thing that exists. But to use like other game logic, like in Dungeons and Dragons, there's different levels of healing spells. And if you wanted to do something of that nature, you'd have to use like the highest level spell, like a 9th level spell, to bring back something that wasn't actually there. Right. Whereas if you're just trying to restore what was recently lost, that's a low level spell. It's easy to do. So it's probably something similar, if possible at all, but it might not be possible at all. Yeah, I can't think of an example. But if any of you guys do come up with an example, let me know, because it could be a thing. This has been a really cool discussion around restoration, but I want to move on to villain, make sure everybody gets time to talk and we have time to respond to everything. Villain, what do you think? In Tamriel, which school of magic do you go with?
I'd go with illusion.
Okay.
I like, I can slick away, get away from people, do what I want to do, get my little jewels, figure out where I'm going, and hide away from people.
So, like, you would use illusion to create I don't know, some sort of illusion
Just a
for
little
where you are,
shimmer
so people
sort of
can't find
place,
you.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Or just, you're like, oh, the jewels are still there. I've stolen them now.
Okay.
And then they disappear after an hour.
Yeah. I mean, theoretically, you could make yourself look like
Or
you're
I
not
spilled
there.
mustard on my shirt. Illusion.
Right. Or I need hair. Just illusion.
Multiple uses.
Sure. Okay. All right. So in the real world, like tonight, boom, you get one of these powers. Which do you go with?
Conjuration.
Okay. So why conjuration instead of illusion?
Because I can get a banking army.
In the real world, you would summon... Wait. In this world, you would summon Banekin into existence,
Yes.
even though they don't already exist?
Yes.
Wow.
I need my lawns mowed.
He's gonna make it work.
Wow. Can you imagine how your neighbors would respond if they came home and they saw, like, Banekin pushing lawnmowers and trimming the hedges? And they're like...
Hey, at least the house won't get robbed.
Yeah, I guess nobody would mess with
security
you.
system.
And they'd be like,
the security system, you don't.
how do you explain it to your neighbors?
I think you'd have more than
Again,
your neighbors to worry about. I think you'd have like a local authority to worry about first and foremost.
Well, as long as you're controlling them and they're not getting out and like terrorizing the neighborhood. But even then, like the
Leave
kids
no
across
witnesses.
the street would be like, "Oh my god!" They just like run away. Like, wow.
It's fine. It's on your banking.
X in chat says, "I need to conjure a girlfriend." I don't know that actually works that way.
I don't know about the degree of danger, but aren't scamps actually like less threatening than Banekin? Banekin are pretty threatening. They're smaller, but like they're pretty threatening.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Banking are usually smarter though.
That's worse.
So you can have them do your taxes for
Get
you.
them to do. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
There we go.
Yeah.
They can mow my lawns and do my taxes.
Yeah, or
Amazing.
just stand in and do your job for you so you can like sleep in the morning or whatever.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Just 3 Banekin in a
Conservation.
trench coat.
3 Banekin in a trench coat. Welcome to 3 Banekin in a trench coat tax services. Oh man. All right. Okay. Does anybody else have any thoughts on this or see any holes in this logic?
I mean, it's not surprising that the villain behind glasses is the one that chose the evil option.
You've got almost a Despicable Me thing going on here with like your little minions running around.
I'd like to counter the whole scamps being less intelligent than Bane kids. Banekin or Bane kids.
Bean kids are a very different thing.
Well, I'd like to counter that where, have you ever played Morrowind? Do you know of the best merchant in the early game? My boy Creeper.
Right.
Yes.
I mean, he may be the exception to the rule, but we have more evidence of like a higher level that the scamps are capable of. Just because their average is lower doesn't mean they're not capable of so much more.
Yeah. Villain,
saying
what
they're
was
not
there like a
I
knocking
think
sound?
scamps might be the move, man.
It's probably the dog.
Oh, okay, yeah, I heard like a thump, 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 thump sound. I was like, what is that?
Yeah.
This is the dog shaking.
There, man,
Okay.
that's amazing how that picks up weird in the mic. Okay, yeah, well, I think maybe you should summon each of them and have them do like, I don't know, some sort of like math problems or something and see which one figures it out first.
Give them like a entry level university exam or something and be like, here you go.
Some torturous test to see which one's stronger.
Yeah, or take the dog for a walk. All right.
You're calling him a villain and you're saying to torture the poor little fella.
No, I'm just saying that because that's probably what he would do because he's the bad guy in this situation. I'm just further villainizing the villain. That's all.
Nice.
Hey, I'm not doing anything evil to the bank evil creatures. I mean, just getting them to do taxes. I mean, that taxes aren't evil, are they?
Would you
Question mark?
trust their taxes though?
Forcing someone to sit there and do your taxes.
They're bound to me eternally, so I mean, yes.
Yeah. Parasite asks, what school is blood magic? It's not one of the main schools. It's one of the forbidden things, as far as I know. But yeah, that's a good
I'd
question.
do that one too.
Yeah, so yeah, blood magic, necromancy,
And
flesh magic, soul
Depends
magic.
how we're talking about
Shadow
blood
magic.
There's a bunch of them. Yeah. All right. Well, tell you what, guys, we've got 4 more of you to talk about what things you're going to pick. But first, we have to go thank our patrons. So why don't we go do that, and we'll be right back.
The skies are marked with numberless sparks, each a fire, and every one a sign.
So first of all, I want to say thank you so much to all of you guys for supporting these guys right here, for being such big supporters of the show. Everybody else who supports on Patreon. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate it, because it's because of people like you that I'm able to do this as a full-time job. This show, the other shows that I do, and I really, really appreciate it. I'm pulling it up right now because we were kind of juggling things, setting things up. But let's see. Do we have any new people to shout out? It looks like we do. We have, pulling up the list. Holy crap, guys. I'm just going to have to complain. I get so many people signing up lately. I'm going back to, let's see, Julian E. I don't remember if I said thanks to you. Also, Jerry R. Siege Bro, who's down here. Thanks, Siege Bro. And Kelsey L, and Matt J, and Mike M, and Nithrian. Maybe I pronounced that correctly. Thank you to all of you guys. Holy crap. Welcome to the Patreon. That is amazing, guys. Thank you for being here and supporting the show. Also, thanks to, we're at 106 patrons. And I have to shout out Mr. Gami Boy, Kira, Noodle Al Dente, and Riverwood Chicken for being our Daedric princes and supporting at that level. Thank you so much, everybody. You guys are awesome. Parasite asked in chat, how much is Patreon? There's a bunch of different tiers. They start even at $1. There's 30 slots at $1, and every so often somebody drops out of that tier, so you might be able to sneak in there for $1. But otherwise, it starts at $5 and it goes up from there. But go to patreon.com/Elder Scrolls Lorecast. Take a look at all the different tiers. You can get to join us on a future episode of the show, just like these guys. And everybody at tier 4, like them, they get t-shirts. T-shirts every 3 months come out for each of them, and stickers for tier 3. Lots of awesome stuff. So go check that out. I really do appreciate the support. I'm not going to take any more of your time here in the middle, though. We got to get back to talking about which schools of magic we would pick. So here we go.
Yes, you're entirely brilliant. Conquering madness and all that. Blah, 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 blah.
All right, guys. So let's go to Rob. Rob, you're next on the list. Rob, in Tamriel. Make sure you unmute before you talk. I see you getting ready to talk. Which school would you go with?
I don't know what you're talking about. I was totally ready to do that.
I saw you sitting back ready to talk, and I'm like, your button is not near the unmute button, or your finger is not near the unmute button.
Well, first off, I just want to reference chat again, because chat is going off, and Slaps mentioned, why aren't we just conjuring seducers? I just want to let Slaps know that's the whole point. They're seducers. You're not supposed to just conjure them, or they'll seduce you, and then you fell for their trick.
Yeah, that sounds dangerous.
Murder you.
Yeah, I guess that is the danger of conjuration, is if you conjure something that you're not able to really control.
They're the succubus of Elder Scrolls. Like, watch out.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless that's how you want to go out.
I mean, there are worse ways. Anyways, well, that's a different cast. All
right, so what do you pick?
I would pick. So the only reason why I'm split between two is because it depends on how you classify mysticism. Of course, it's such a gray area. So I would just have to say alteration, because most things that like mysticism could also be classified as alteration. Specifically, the things about mysticism that I would be interested in would just be probably classified as alteration. Okay, so what things would you be interested in? I look at it from, again, I'm a D&D guy first and foremost, I feel like. So I compare it to the Abjuration School of Magic in Dungeons & Dragons, which is all about defensive magic and anti-magic magic. So things that like unsummon conjured creatures, dispel magics. So wait, would you visit Villain's house and unsummon his little workers from his yard? If they're being a menace, absolutely. But if they're minding their own business and it's not hurting me, then I may look the other way. Or just to play a joke, maybe. Just be like, he thinks his yard is going to get... my taxes then. Yeah, who's going to do his... Or like, he's out for the day and he's expecting to get home and have his yard all pristine, his lawn cut, his
hedges trimmed, and you're like, poof, they're gone now. Good luck.
Well, and see, in most casters, they get paid to cast spells for a living. I would be the other way. I would be a caster that gets paid to not unsummon your creature.
So you'd be like the mafia.
To the bad guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you'd be like, here, let me work out a deal with you. I'll make sure that nobody comes and messes with these things.
But also, they have defensive magics. So things that magical armor, things that make you stronger, things to help defend you. The best offense is a good defense type of thing.
The magical Viagra.
I am going to pass on that one, but the fact that it's an option is a nice plus.
Different podcast.
I mean, just in case you need it at some point in your life,
Yep.
You never know.
Well, as an alteration mage, that point in my life will probably never happen. So,
okay. So, what about the real world? Like, would you
probably still do the same thing? It would just be applicable in different ways.
Okay. So, what would be the most applicable way? Like, what would be the most beneficial thing you can think of?
Make myself stronger so I can lift that thing over that's in the way, or, I got really drunk, so I'm just gonna alter the fact that my liver is actually going to be a lot more powerful now, so that I can sober up real quick, or something like that. Like,
right, okay.
You can alter a lot of things with alteration magic, and so you're just going to be altering different things in the real world as opposed to Tamriel.
I gotcha. Okay. All right. So you could be like, I don't know, you'd be like Jessica Jones and just pick up a car and just be like, move out of my way, car.
If it proved beneficial, I don't think that picking up a car is going. I mean, if a person's trapped underneath that car,
right?
See, that'd be
or if it's like
useful.
Blocking your driveway, you just be like, move the car over.
Or if say a villain has summoned some menacing Daedra, then I could just use my alteration to unsummon them.
Yeah, I see.
If he summons a car in your driveway and it's in the way getting to your garage.
Yeah, you just move it. You're just like, you keep messing with my Banekin. Here's a car.
Also, hello, Bribwan.
Yeah, Brib joined it. Brib, welcome to the show. I'm glad you could make it. Hey, we had a question for everybody when they joined us. Would you rather fight one dragon-sized goose or 100 geese-sized dragons?
Dude, definitely geese-sized dragons.
Really? Oh man, see, everyone's so split on this. Wow.
I was attacked by a goose recently, and it was not enjoyable.
No.
And if a dragon-sized one makes me want to poop my pants.
Yeah, but like little dragons the size of geese doesn't sound better.
I mean, how many? Did you say
it was 100?
100.
100 of them.
And geese aren't very small.
Yeah, they're pretty big. Like you're talking like, I don't know what, 15 pound dragon.
I feel like I know exactly what side on the argument both of you are. So how about somebody who's on a different side of the argument?
I mean, we've discussed this. Okay, well,
a dragon the size of a goose is still going to bite a finger off. Still going to get your neck. Like it's still
they still have ranged attacks, man.
Yeah.
Fire.
Keep in mind, you don't really have a good chance against either of them. Which one do you have the least awful chance against?
Right.
It's a tough. We'll let you stew over this some more.
Run away from.
Yeah, let's
Did
let you.
anyone say the dragon-sized goose?
Oh yeah. Lots of people said both.
Bread, like throw a loaf of bread, and the big old goose is probably going to get distracted by it. You know, I don't think that'll work for all the dragons.
Plus,
throw like
geese are very
they're gonna go away.
Geese are very territorial too. So once you're out of their territory, you're good.
Unless you are in their territory, and then
if you're in your territory, you're kind of screwed. But
yeah,
I feel like it would be better if it was like a Ross goose, which only gets to like 3.8 pounds.
It's like a little mini goose.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're getting technical. Okay, now it can work.
So I mean, if it's that size, it's cool.
Okay. All right. Well,
we're here
Brad,
looking up what's the smallest goose in the world.
Yeah, Brad, we'll let you stew on this a little bit more. We need to move on with the conversation. Jumarov.
Yeah.
I don't know am I saying the name right?
No, you nailed it. You and Lois got it right. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. What do you go with?
Spelled. I understand that. So everyone has like I like to say my like ancillary magics. Like I would like, these aren't my main choices, but illusion and restoration would be my like backup options.
Okay.
And I say those first because alteration would be my main one due to the nature of alteration magic. When you read the lore, it often talks about mages who use alteration magic. They're willing something into existence. It's not so much like they conjured something. They told that table it's now a pile of sand or whatever, whatever it may be.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think if you studied alteration, it'd be the closest form of magic that could help you achieve Chim. I think.
So you've got like big plans.
Yeah, it's a very will-driven school of magic to follow.
Okay.
And there's a lot of I'm a more defensive person, like Rob was saying as well, shields and protective stuff. I like that aspect. And if I ever went bald, I can, change the cells to grow some new hairs. But the idea that alteration magic is heavily will focused in the lore, I think that would be just the school of magic I'd want to focus on, because eventually I'm, focus on Chim or,
you got big
kicking
plans.
Vivek's ass or something. I don't know.
Mantle Vivek. I wonder if that's a thing. Yeah. All right. So that totally makes sense in context of, in the Elder Scrolls world. What about in the real world where Chim probably isn't a thing, right?
Right.
So,
I mean, we
don't know.
I might disagree with you, but
we don't know for sure, but
that's where illusion and like alteration would still serve its purposes. And like, you could have the cheap answer of like, just turn everything into gold and then I'm rich. I'm like, yeah, that's one way to go about it. But I think illusion and restoration would be the most practical things in our real world. And, you can get away with damn near anything with illusion, but, restoration, the value in that is too much. I couldn't pass that up.
Yeah, you never have medical bills ever again, at least for yourself or your family, probably, or
loved ones or whatever. Like that's one way you could impact the
living
world.
in America in 2022.
It'd be really useful.
It would be really useful never to have to pay medical bills ever.
Similar could be said about alteration, which for a real world application is definitely
true.
One.
You could do something very similar with alteration. Yeah. Now you wouldn't want to mess that up though. Like all of a sudden you have a heart problem and all of a sudden you're trying to cast alteration or give yourself a better heart, but instead all of a sudden there's an apple in there and you're like, crap.
I mean, you got like a good
point.
8 seconds to fix that. And if you're good enough mage,
hopefully.
Now, if you try messing with your brain, then you mess up, you're done.
Just done.
Yeah, your focus is, I'd be really nervous if I noticed an apple in my chest. I don't know if I'd have the 8 seconds to compose myself and bring it back.
Yeah, I think you would probably just go, like there's something wrong, and then keel over.
Yeah.
Brain tumors would be the biggest pain for alteration mages because they can't touch that or they're done.
Yeah, I mean, alteration and restoration can go hand in hand too, with some of the stuff of like pushing beyond its normal state and like improving someone's
healing
situation
something that was never there.
Right.
I think this is a good point to bring up. There's a great work in lore, the book A Response to Barrow's Speech, and it pretty much solely exists to point out the fact that all the schools of magic are entirely arbitrary, and they are literally just conceived to class like ways to apply magicka in a way that's easily understandable for learning mages.
Oh, absolutely. Like a lot of these butt up to each other.
That's why you can really switch a lot of them in between. Like that Barrow's speech, it was a battle mage speaking to the Council of Mages saying like, hey, alteration, that's just changing a thing in the physical world. Destruction is basically just changing a thing in the physical world by throwing a fireball at it. What's the difference?
Right.
So by that logic, like,
yeah,
I like.
When we get to these semantics,
I think that logic
is kind of redundant.
I think that logic applies for many things. Like
exactly.
Oftentimes the boundaries are just there for us to be able to classify and understand them.
Social constructs.
That's the exact point of the the response to his speech.
Yeah.
Or to help someone comprehend better, like visual learners, auditory learners. Like if you break down an aspect of magic, because it's arbitrary. All the schools are arbitrary, really, but it can help someone comprehend it better. I
just wanted to bring that up just to clarify, like when
That's
we're
a
getting
solid
at these
point.
semantics.
Solid, yeah.
And realistically, a master mage of one school is probably very, very capable of doing something that's similar that's classified under another school, but you just don't see that in games.
It's like
gameplay.
It's like being a musician. After you pick up an instrument or two, it's a lot easier to just pick up another instrument. You're just at that point, you're no longer learning music. You're just learning the physical ability to use the instrument correctly. But even that comes faster as you gather more experience with other instruments.
Or just like a preferred genre of music is very similar. It's all the same thing. It's like, oh, you're into destruction magic. That's like dad magic, dude. What are you?
Yeah, that's like drop D. That's like drop D power chords, man. Like that's destruction magic.
That's heavy metal.
Yeah, that's the heavy metal of the magic. This is a really cool discussion. Thank you, Jumarov.
Damn, now I want to choose destruction.
All right. Well, we're coming up in two people away. We're moving on to Falcon. Falcon, has anybody? First of all, I want to get to what your answer is, but has anybody swayed you from what you originally thought at this point? Since we're kind of moving through all these.
No, not really. I've had the same thing since the beginning, which is necromancy, which I guess is conjuration.
So you're breaking the rules.
I don't think it should be conjuration. It's mysticism.
I mean, for whatever the classification is, you're going with necromancy.
I'm going with necromancy.
In the realm of in the world of Elder Scrolls.
Tamriel. Yeah. I said in the last episode, I'm an assassin innkeeper. So there you go. I use my patrons or whatever at the inn to get my necromancy army up and running.
So you murder them?
Yeah.
So
murder them.
Norman Bates style. Norman Bates style. They check into the inn.
At all.
You show up in the bathroom while they're taking a shower. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
And then you resurrect them.
And then they do my will.
God, working at this inn is
very Sweeney Todd.
Sounds like a legitimate business. I kind of like where it's going, and I think I want to change.
So you're going to be the one swaying other people, all right? Because necromancy wasn't on the original list, but it does exist in the Elder Scrolls. Okay. Now, what would you do with this army of undead? What's the end goal here? Just to run a better business,
or
they're all going to work
status.
I mean, it's really where depends on where my inn is. Well, I don't know if it's in Skyrim, then you use it against Ulfric.
If it's in the West Wing of the Blue Palace or something, where
so
Queen has done her stuff.
Yeah, fully depends on where I am.
Okay, so you would use this to fight whatever battles you were on the side of.
Yeah,
I gotcha. Okay, so let's talk real world. Are you still going necromancy? Are you gonna, instead of Banekin, are you gonna have zombies mowing your lawn?
That'd be awesome. I don't think zombies would be as good at doing taxes.
Yeah, probably not. Also, they probably smell worse than Banekin. I don't think Banekin smell good, but zombies probably smell worse.
Yeah.
There are a lot of other different kinds of undead rather than just zombies. There are vampires, but that doesn't fall under necromancy, really.
Yeah,
well, I guess it kind of does.
I mean, it's, again, things kind of butt up to each other, but you have to technically deal with Molag Bal and all of that. I mean, you could just have skeletons mowing your lawn.
Yeah.
Clean up all their bones.
We do know in lore that older skeletons are much more capable of more complex tasks. So who knows? Maybe if you get an old enough skeleton, you go back, you get John Adams' skeleton or something. He might be able to do your taxes.
There you go.
John Adams.
Yeah, I'm sick of
Benjamin Franklin. This is Benjamin Franklin.
Better archers.
Alexander Hamilton, the guy who set up our monetary system. That guy would be the one to pick.
Yeah, I'm sure he would look at our tax system today and be totally happy with it. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So, Falcon, let's get back to this before we rabbit trail too much. Are you going necromancy in the real world, or are you picking something else? For real?
I think choosing necromancy would have more, I'll say, legal implications in the real world than in Tamriel, so I don't know if I want that.
Yeah, I feel like you'd have to hide the ability that you have. I mean, Also, you're going to be wanted for murder.
Oh yeah,
there's that.
I think that goes the same in Tamriel. It's just, adventure is a bit more of a norm in Tamriel, but it's still
it's a
frowned
bit
upon.
I just feel like it's a bit easier in Tamriel to get away with that stuff.
Yeah, I feel like our legal system would figure you out a lot faster than any of their, I don't know, town guard. Like, it's coming after you there.
Just go hang out in one of the many abandoned castles and make a cult of necromancers to be best friends with each other.
Right. Yep. So, all right. So what do you think? No necromancy in the real world?
Probably restoration would be what I want in the real world.
That's a 180.
That is a total, you would think like the opposite. I mean, again, they kind of butt up in ways, but not really,
in the fact that white and black are both colors. Yeah.
Well, I mean, restoration, you're healing an already living thing. Necromancy, you're bringing a dead thing back to life. So both of them are giving life.
You're just a really late healer.
Well, let's be honest. It's just two ends of the same horseshoe.
Right. One thing's already dead. The other isn't. Both of them you're restoring back to life.
Yep.
Tell that to Meridia.
Okay. So restoration. So we're back to the restoration thing.
She has a name, The Shining Blank. I don't think I want to talk to Meridia. You know what that name is.
Necromancer slaps in chat.
Have you gotten to Meridia yet on the Daedric shows?
No, we haven't reached her again yet.
No, you know what name you have to call her.
Oh yeah, well we'll get there. Slaps in chat says necromancy is just late healing. There you go. Yep. That's it. All right. Any other thoughts on this Falcon, or should we move on?
Yeah, I think that's about it for me.
Okay. Cool. All right, Professor, you're up.
Oh boy.
What are we going with here? In Tamriel.
Well, in Tamriel,
Mundus.
That's basically what gave me the idea for the whole persona that I'm gonna do for the stream and stuff. So I guess I have to keep going on with the whole that character's lifestyle. You got to go with alteration, just because it's just so general. You can't go wrong with it.
Now, what would you primarily do with alteration? Like, paint us a picture.
Well, first of all, we can assume that alteration is generally how a lot of mages extend their lifespans pretty far. Like, for example, Tolfdir in the College of Winterhold. We know that he's an older fellow.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we can also trace back the Augur of Dunlane to around the time of the Great Collapse, which is only a few decades after the Fourth Era began. Tolfdir talks about that guy like it's an old buddy that he used to know when they were just... So we can assume Tolfdir, there's a good chance he might be in the, like 140s.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of...
And he's an alteration master.
Mages. Yeah, there's a lot of mages that use... now,
it's not outright confirmed.
Wouldn't restoration also extend your life, theoretically? I mean, you keep yourself healed up.
Yeah. But then again, that goes into what I was saying earlier. There's all that crossover.
Right.
There's canonically a lot of separate ways to make you prolong your life. Some of them aren't even necessarily
some of them are called being a vampire.
Yeah.
Does that would really count?
So, okay, so getting back to you, your primary goal would be extending your own life?
But there's a million other applications, like even within just like the only self body thing. Like, there's the spells to like reduce weight on yourself to increase your carrying capacity. Do the opposite of that. Increase weight on yourself. Work out just by walking around. Get shredded by just reading a book.
Yeah, like Goku.
So many tiny little applications that can just make everything better.
I
forgot to bring this up earlier, and you're still talking about alteration, so I guess I should bring it up now. But levitation, is that not an alteration spell?
Yes.
Boom!
Mark and recall.
There it is. There it is.
Mysticism, but
there are so many applications for it.
Yeah.
But it's alteration.
Also, you don't need to make yourself heavier to work out. You just make yourself stronger. You just make yourself
but that's not
fit.
as gratifying.
You're like, I want a 6-pack. Boom, I have a 6-pack.
I want the fat to move away from the 6-pack so people can see it. There we go.
I want the fat to move from my stomach to my rear. That would be great.
I'm gonna move the blobby blob in the front back to a badonkadonk in the back, and then you're good.
The Kardashians would love alteration magic.
Yeah, I see where you're going. All right. Okay,
I'm not convinced they don't have it.
They might. That's a good point. All right. So in the real world,
it's called plastic surgery.
In the real world, are you going alteration still?
110%.
Okay, that's kind of
no way. I'm not. Even just like the minor stuff that telekinesis is alteration. If I really don't feel like it, I'm sitting in my chair now. I can be like, well, I know the exact location of it. I'm going to go grab from my fridge a can of soda and bring it over to me right here. Have it done. There
Just
you go.
like float it on over. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's just so many.
So you would arguably say alteration. Sorry.
Alteration is what?
You would say alteration is the closest to Harry Potter magic, just in terms of convenience.
Not even that.
Yeah.
It's just the most generic. It has so much just like crossover room into all the other spheres that like if I really wanted to like delve into any of the others, I'd have a decent baseline of it probably.
Mm-hmm. Like you never get locked in a car because you just alterate your way out of a car or a room. You just like, oh, now there's a hole in the wall.
Wouldn't even need a car mark and recall. As long as I've been there once, there.
Yeah.
If Lotus was here, he'd say alteration is valuable because what was it? Arena or Daggerfall with the delete wall spell.
Mm-hmm.
That's a form of alteration, right? Like he's just going to remove like this wall is no longer an issue for me.
Yeah, I would say console commands is definitely the closest related to alteration magic.
Right. Yeah.
I think the only real issue you'd have in alteration is you get a little bit too into it. And, you know, I've read Reality and Falsehoods. I'm pretty sure that I would accidentally delete myself from existence by just learning a little too much.
Or just start doing really weird stuff.
Well, that's also
you're telling me I could become a Jedi?
Oh, yeah.
That's where I'm at.
Essentially, yeah.
If you open up that third eye and you awaken, you get Kime, then you zero sum.
Oh, there you go. I also,
all you have to do is just think, well, I'm here asking the question. Of course I'm real. Problem solved.
Bam, boom.
Achieved.
Solid logic. I like that.
Bam.
You're the Descartes
easy.
of
Dwarves,
Tamriel.
idiots.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Ben, to your Jedi point, I think that maybe the Jedi are just alteration mages.
So all those mods I see where they add like Darth Vader and Skyrim aren't stupid.
They're not. Like maybe Tamriel or the world Tamriel's in is a planet. Mundus is a planet in
Nern, but yeah.
Nern. I'm sorry. Mundus is the mortal plane. Nern is the planet. You're right. Is a planet
part of the galaxy.
In the galaxy.
The Oribus is just a self-contained like
of Star Wars.
Like force phenomenon. Like what do they call the place where Abeloth is from? Sorry, I haven't read a lot of Star Wars.
I don't know. Ben would know. He does a Star Wars podcast.
Force God guys.
You're talking about.
You're talking about the gods of Mortis.
The realm between Mortis or whatever.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
it's its own.
You know what I mean?
That's something for my show.
Let's pull this back around. This isn't the Star Wars podcast. But okay, you make a good point for alteration. I think you've got pretty solid here.
Alteration, you can't go wrong.
Okay. All right. Did this sway anybody else? Anyone else I've got to go alteration?
Like alteration's been winning most of the chat besides the evil people.
I wonder why.
You can be evil with it too.
Besides the people who like cold bodies.
Cold bodies.
Alteration seems to win.
I mean,
Conjuration's
still there for the win. You know, on a hot day you can summon an Ice Atronach, on a cold day you can summon a Flame Atronach. You know?
That reminds me of the meme of the Force Chainer who loves the Flame Atronachs.
Oh boy!
You want to summon a cold?
Oh boy! Yeah, you don't want to get too close to one of those.
I can get the copy pasta in chat in like 10 minutes if you want. Probably 5.
Please do. I really want to see it again.
Oh man. Well,
memes I've seen where it's dark elves and fires. It's like I got this.
Well,
also alteration can make you have ice skin as well.
Oh yeah,
I'm at conjuration. That's where I'm at all the way.
So Brad, okay, so you're at conjuration. We're moving on to Brad. Conjuration. So he didn't sway you with alteration. Why conjuration? In the mortal plane of Mundus on the planet Nern. Like, this is what you're going with?
Yeah, I think it's like a nice way to do anything that you want to do in the world, but to have like a justification that if you didn't want to attach blame to something, like if I wanted to kill somebody, I could just summon something else to do it. And then it's like, well, I didn't really do it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's kind of like I'm watching Peaky Blinders right now, and like Tommy Shelby, he's just like a good guy because he's the mastermind, and everybody else does things for him. So like if you can conjure things to do things for you, but then on a completely different note, if you just want to live a nice chill life, then you can just conjure up a bunch of farming tools and make some nice farms, things like that. So I feel like it's very useful.
Yeah. What about food? Could you just conjure up really delicious food?
I don't know. Can you?
I actually have to counter this. I 100% see where you're coming from, but the inherent function of conjuration is you're not actually conjuring something, bringing something new into existence. In lore, it's you're grabbing something out of oblivion, bringing it into the mundus temporarily.
Right.
It's not. So it's only something you'll get from a plane of oblivion.
You're kind of moving something from somewhere somewhere else.
Just get like a beer from I don't know what's Clavicus Files, not Clavicus Files, Sanguine's realm.
Yeah, any of the Daedric realms that have mortal food, which some of them do, right?
Clavicus Files, or not Clavicus Files. Sanguine.
Yeah. So what was that, Brad?
You could conjure most anything. Then.
Oh yeah, totally. There's lots of stuff over in the Daedric plains. There's a lot of things you can.
Think of the varieties of cheeses you can get from
from Sheogorath.
Oh, Sheogorath joined chat. That's awesome.
There you go. Yeah, all the cheese you could ever want.
All the cheese.
I don't know if he'd be very happy with you stealing cheese from his realm.
I don't think that's a wise move.
I think he'd be upset.
Hold on a second with that. In this little UESP thing here, there is what's called, where is it? Cheese-mancy.
Oh yeah, that is a thing. Yes.
The manipulation of cheese.
Hoping no one was going to bring that up.
Well, that's a thing. That is a thing. Chronomancy, cheese-mancy. So yeah. These are other little minor things that do come up in the lore. You're right. All right, Brad. What about the real world? Are you sticking with this for the real world?
Oh yeah, because I mean, like, for example, like look at this right here. If I just. Like, that's my dog. And I would conjure up millions of those. Like, I would just be so happy because I'd be around so many animals. And I'd be able to get it from Hersine's realm because he has animals everywhere. So
yeah, but there'd be like big versions of the same animals.
I love bears. Bears are like my thing. If I could live in a house full of bears, I'd be so happy. And I'm like, so.
Are you sure the bears would?
Yeah,
we're like, this is so wholesome.
That's
yeah, it's just like I feel like there's so many things that I could do in life if I could just pull out a tool from somewhere, or have a little animal buddy around me, or hell, maybe if I needed like some evil demon to
mow your lawn. Yeah,
you've changed my opinion of conjuration magic. I will now forever call it alibi magic. Because I'm just gonna summon someone else to do it. I'm like, oh, it wasn't me.
That's right. Every other form of magic, if you shoot a fireball out of your hands, there's no denying it was you. If you alter your skin to be bulletproof so you can go rob a bank and not worry, like, people know it was you still.
Just so you guys know, if you hire an assassin to kill someone, you still go to jail.
No, Rob.
If they catch you and can tie you to it.
That doesn't happen.
But there's no paper trail. You're right. There's no paper trail for an Atronach that comes from Oblivion. Like, it's all mental based. Like,
that's true.
You're not
also, summoning Daedra and Tamriel is 100% like not allowed.
Yeah.
The only thing with like the farm equipment tools and conjuration.
Don't talk about Argonians like that. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
I knew that was coming.
Oh no.
I just want to make the joke to myself.
Oh no.
Okay, you got me way off guard with that one. I'm done.
I'm so sorry. I'm so
Oh well, we know the professor is a Dunmer.
STL so much. I've been on True STL way too much.
Professor, you're getting some slander from the Argonians coming forward.
Nobody likes reading anyway. I'm not surprised.
Jumarov, did you want to finish what you were saying?
I don't remember.
it's gone. It's gone.
Right. You were saying something about farming equipment.
I think I could just be being a stickler right now, but I think because I read the lore books as much as I can, as often as I can. But I feel like I remember someone saying like conjuration stuff, like the tools, the swords, whatever. It's a lot of like immediate concentration. And that if you break your concentration, you'll lose those tools, your weapons and stuff. And I just wonder how, like if you conjured a burger and you ate it and then you stop thinking about it, would the burger just evaporate from your belly and like then there's no nutrients there? You know what I mean?
Right. Or even if you were to continue thinking about it and it got digested, at what point would you stop thinking about it? Does it actually remove from your body again?
Then you can let it go. Then you can let it go.
You guys and how much you like food, but I'm thinking about my food hours after I ate it. I'm like,
this might be a good thing though, because you could conjure
there's food-based magic.
You could conjure a beer, drink the beer, enjoy the flavor and the consuming of the beer, and then all of a sudden it disappears and you're not drunk.
And you're like, oh crap, I really gotta pee. Oh, never mind.
Oh, no, I don't have to pee anymore. Another beer, please. Oh, and also some pizza.
Weird.
And just keep on eating stuff, and then it just disappears.
Congratulations, gentlemen. We've solved bulimia.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
They didn't even need restoration.
Oh, yeah,
no.
I guess you're right. That probably leads to very terrible things. Brad, I know we're kind of getting to the end of the show here. Last question. Goose? Giant goose? Little dragons? Which one? Have you changed your mind, or are you sticking with the little dragons?
Well, are they? If they're conjured up, then I can just forget thinking about them, and poof, there you go.
So
I'm still sticking with. I'd rather fight the dragons.
Okay.
The little dragons.
The little dragons.
I'm a big guy, and I'm going to have my army of bears around me. So
there you go. You
conjure collars on all of them, and then they're your pet dragons. You know, conjure chains and lock them down. They'd be done for. They wouldn't have any chance against you.
Also, this is amazing that there's 10 of us here.
That's right? This is so cool. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. We got to wrap up the show. I'm so glad you guys
came. Blown away by the pet dragon.
Tom, can I just slap in one more obscure field of magic that I think every single one of us would actually go with if we knew it existed beforehand?
Sure, go for it.
It's called ovomancy. It is an obscure field of magical practice that involves eggs, where one is able to produce eggs with smaller eggs inside. The only known practitioner is Revis Demnavani.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look
directly
at the story.
From the UESP.
Yeah, I see that here too. Yeah, there's a bunch of
changing my answer.
Weird.
Oh, 100%. I do it.
What is this?
Infinite omelets
are within the eggs. Is it like hundreds upon hundreds?
Oh,
That's the thing. We don't know. There's only the one guy who does it.
Well, this is from the Heroes of Blackwood in ESO. So maybe I have to go back and play this. I don't know if I've played this quest. But yeah, maybe we should go look this up and try and find out what the deal is with this. But yeah, that's a fun reference. Guys, thank you for joining me. Let's go back through and feel free to share anything cool you're doing, or let people know how they can get a hold of you if you want. T-Rex, you got anything cool going on or want to share?
My birthday is on Tuesday.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Yeah, that's all that's really going on.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us again, and I hope you have an awesome birthday. That's great.
Thanks.
Ben, I know you've got some stuff happening.
Oh yeah. You can always follow me on Been a Tamriel of everything. I am actually also one of the hosts for Holocron Histories, a Star Wars podcast where we go over the old EU with the new canon. Star Wars Celebration's going on right now, so there's a bunch of new info coming out. And yeah, and tomorrow we just started doing our live shows every Friday, 8 p.m. And tomorrow is our Patreon episode.
Nice.
So we're going to have, so far we have Toasty and Genesis coming on our show. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And we're going over fan theories.
Nice. Yeah. So, for anybody who doesn't know, he's on the Robots Radio Network, and those are some other of the hosts from other shows on the Robots Radio Network. Toasty and I do.
I need to be on to
the
join?
Witcher what tier? Yeah. What tier does he have to be at?
Our tier 3, it's just the $20 tier that we have. I know Toasty brought up Darth Jar Jar. He really wants to talk about Darth Jar Jar. And it's like, okay, I guess we're doing fan theories.
Oh no. Awesome, dude. And Obi comes out tomorrow.
Oh.
Yep. More Star Wars.
First 2 episodes.
Very cool. Awesome, dude. Well, have fun with that. And thanks again for being here. Siege Bro, I'm glad you were able to make it. Do you have anything going on you want to share? Ways people can reach out?
Nothing really. There's nothing that I'm personally doing, but I do want to thank you especially and all the other patrons here. This was a fun show. I'm really happy to be a part of it.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you were, because these are the best. I mention this all the time. Lotus and I. Lotus sometimes doesn't make it to these. Like tonight, he's got to prepare for leaving town tomorrow. He says hi to everybody, by the way. But we look forward to this every month. This is always fun. Well, thanks again for joining us, Villain. You got anything cool going on? or ways to unmute your microphone? There you are.
I figured it out. I'm now. I'm generally on Twitter, just villain_BG. Otherwise, I'm basically working 60 hours a week and studying full time. So, no, don't have anything else going there.
Wow. Well, good luck with all of that. That sounds like a lot. But thanks for making time to be here. Rob?
This is my most time I've had all week.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad we could do that for you. Rob, you got things going on or stuff you want to share?
As always, just want to shout out the Sky Oblivion project. We are still working on remaking Oblivion in the Skyrim game. And if you would like to volunteer or interested on, what you might need to volunteer, there's a whole server for it. But if you don't know where to find it, you can reach out to me at Rob the Princess via Twitter or Discord, and I can put you in the right direction from there. There are a lot of people there willing to teach people the basics of, just some of the more simple stuff to learn, and anyone can help if they're willing to put their time into it. So that'd be really awesome. Otherwise, you can reach me at Rob the Princess, Discord, Twitter. Come play ESO with me. I'm on the EU server PC and NA server PC. I love finding more people to play with. So that's pretty much it.
And in the Lorecasters Guild. So you can join our guild. I don't talk about it very much. We have a guild. You can join us. Just jump on the Discord. There's a channel where you can apply to join us.
I sent my application.
Nice.
Oh,
Awesome.
I'm getting a little bit more active in there with Bob and Dog, and we're doing more stuff there. So we're trying to put events together. I helped orchestrate the trial that we did a little while ago. So we're just trying to get more people involved. Unfortunately, we're mainly just trying to get people involved on the PC side. There are the console sides that I don't really get a hand in because I don't play console. But it's a lot of fun. That guild's awesome.
I appreciate that. I don't always have time to run this stuff. So when other people like you step up and they're able to set that stuff up, that's awesome. I really do appreciate that. And also, you're wearing one of the shirts.
Yes, the Boethia shirt. I had I think I wore the Azura shirt last time, but the only two I have right now. Looking forward to getting the others.
Yeah, it should be soon.
Remember our chat, Rob, about Boethia and Malakath?
Oh boy.
Yeah, how could I forget?
How could anyone forget? I forgot I wanted to say something to you about it earlier, man.
Yeah.
That still haunts my nightmares.
Oh boy. All right. We gotta move on. Jumarov, welcome back to the show. That doesn't make any sense. Thanks for being here. That does make more sense. You got anything cool going on?
Come High Isle. I plan to start streaming a lot more. I've streamed a handful of times. Slaps has been in the chat. He usually joins my streams. He's a IRL homie. And I have a couple other people who play with me as well. But come High Isle, I plan on taking streaming a little more seriously. And then more specifically, August, September, make it a regular scheduled thing. So if you look me up, Jumoroff, that's most of my handles. That might change soon. I don't know. But, I'm out here playing ESO.
Well, good luck.
Having a good time.
Yeah, good luck with the streaming thing. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, but
it's mostly for fun. I like every aspect of ESO. There's not any bit of it that I don't enjoy, from PvE to PvP to housing. So mostly just trying to get involved with the community more and find other people to play with.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the card game too.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll catch you on Tales of Tribute.
Yeah, that sounds a lot like.
Are you on PC?
Something I'm into.
PC NA. Yeah.
Are you in? Oh, you did apply to the guild. So yeah,
I applied today.
You should do some guild stuff with us in the future. That'd be awesome.
I plan to, and it's good to know that we're all here. And I wanted to get to know people more. I've been playing this game for years, but I've been playing it mostly solo. So it's nice to finally get involved.
Yeah, it is. Awesome. Well, good luck with all that. Falcon, you got anything going on you want to share?
I just got all of the Elder Scrolls games after Lotus sent me the link to the travels earlier.
Nice.
So me and my buddy are going to go through and play all those. So far, I've only played the 5 mainline games. So I look forward to trying the rest.
Wow. We're going to have another Lotus here. Tell us his terrible stories. Are you gonna be just playing it on your own? Or are you gonna be streaming it or doing anything that people can watch?
I'd like to record it So I'll see if I do that.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll keep us posted. That sounds awesome. Well, thanks again for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Professor, well, thanks again for being here. I know you're working on stuff.
Oh, you're gosh darn right I am. It's still a little ways away since I still have to get a little bit more propage ready. But the whole plan is I'm going to be doing longer form, not like a full podcast, versions of Elder Scrolls lore content. And under the pretense of a professor in universe teaching like prospective mages.
Nice.
For the new content, because I just think it'd be kind of fun and cute,
Mm-hmm. There's a Star Wars podcast where with similar concept. It's a professor kind of teaching about Star Wars in context of being in the world, and he's like full of himself, and there's kind of a meta storyline that goes on with it as well.
Oh crap! People are gonna think I ripped that off.
Oh no, I think it's totally like do it your own way. I don't think it.
I have a whole character planned out for it.
You'll be unique enough. Don't worry.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. This isn't like a huge show. It's not like something everybody knows.
What
about.
race are you?
A Reachman, and that's going to be part of it. Like one of the big things I'm going to lead off with is I have probably a different perspective than a lot of you young aspiring mages, because my culture doesn't follow the typical histories of a lot of these events,
right?
And stuff like that. I'll be able to come out with a very different perspective.
So you'd be like
I changed the name. I came up with what will be the original like Reach folk name.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, how can I make it more Tamrielic so people won't be weird? Okay, make it Imperial sounding.
There you go.
Professor Bayless.
There you go. Make it sound Latin.
Imperial.
Yeah, you sound like a cleaned up Reachman, somebody who's like worked into high society.
Part of the story I was going to have it be my character is only he's a bit young for an alteration master. He was only born year 11 of the Fourth Era, and the whole thing will be taking place during 202 of the Fourth Era.
I gotcha.
Yeah. So lived through the history. I got a whole lot of it planned out. Ben, you convinced me that I should definitely try and put in to making the aesthetic of it work as well. So I may or may not be working on a fit based on the actual expert mage robes from Skyrim.
That's awesome. Awesome.
I got a lot of it going in. If you want to follow the new Twitter I made, Professor Bayless, and my YouTube, which has also been changed to that, everything is that now. Just about everything is that now. You can find me on quite a few platforms. Tune into there. You can get updates on it, see when stuff's coming out. Ideally, after the first couple of the, discussions, lectures, I guess I could call them.
Mm-hmm.
I want to stream a couple of them, and I already got like Rob and T-Rex to give me some feedback on the content I put up. So
nice.
I'm really excited for this stuff.
Nice. Well, good luck with all that. Yeah, keep us posted.
Thank you very much, man.
Yeah. Thanks for being here. Rib One, you're last. Do you have anything cool going on you want to share? Ways people can reach out?
I'm just here alone now.
With your bears?
No, my wife's out of town. My parents are out of town. And they always usually help my kids. So I've been last week living out of a cardboard food truck.
Wow. Nice. That's great. You're dadding it up. Life. Yeah, man. I've been there.
So that's that. I have, from like a lore standpoint or reaching out, you can find me on the Discord. I have been on a hiatus for ESO, but once High Isle comes out, I plan on being on a significant amount again. I was like, I'm right around like level 1500 CP and was challenging Bob. And I was a good amount ahead of him, but he might have caught up. But for anybody, I'll play with Rob and Bob and Dogged again.
And we missed you out here.
Yeah, I'll be playing full again I've been getting the itch to get back in. So if anybody wants to play, then I will be playing more soon in a couple weeks.
Awesome. You know what would be really cool? It just occurred to me. Once the card game is out, for us to have a card game tournament between like all of us, like not just those of us in chat right now, like chatting, but like the card game.
Yeah.
There's a card.
It's if you ever play the board game Dominion, it's a lot like that.
Dude,
It's a competitive card game in ESO. It's
his
coming out.
Realization.
Yeah.
It just hit.
Yeah, dude.
It's dropping this next patch. It's technically not out yet.
Yeah, but it's coming very soon.
I'm a huge TCG nerd. I have my Digimon cards right here. I have Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything else.
Yeah, man,
Dude,
it's
I'm
gonna
play ESO now.
ESO card game. So here's what I'm thinking: if somebody wants to volunteer to help set this up, we could have like a sign up thing, like a Google Doc or something, where people can sign up, and then we have everybody, and then we schedule like a tournament, right? Where like people just challenge each other in the game. And then if you win, you move on to the next tier, and then we just see who wins the tournament. We come up with a prize or
Can I bet
something.
gold on it though?
Sure. Yeah. Maybe. What if we have in-game gold? What if there's like a pot, like you put in, it's, I don't know, 10,000 gold or something in order to get in. And then like the winner makes out with like 200.
You're making me needing to buy ESO now on my PC. Buy everything again.
There are guilds that do this where they really do up a house and it becomes the guild duel, like the dueling hall. And then they do like massive dueling tournaments, and it's a big thing.
Yeah, I have a property that I set up in order for us to have like a guild place, but I haven't finished doing anything with it. But yeah, maybe this will help drive me to do that as well.
Bob was always saying he doesn't want to play like the card game ever because he just doesn't like card games. And then I was just egging him on because I know he's very competitive because he's like a PvP guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, what? You're afraid you're going to lose? And I got him in.
Nailed him.
Nice.
He was like, all right.
Nicely done.
He's like, all right, let's try it out.
That's right. I think
the same thing with the armor assistant, and then maybe he'll find the utility.
Yeah, I think maybe he just hasn't had the experience yet in order to like be sure that he wants to do it. Like,
I'm pretty sure you guys broke Chef. Like,
yeah,
he's broken.
Yeah, he's just like breathing
I'm
his
gonna
cards
net
now.
deck so hard. I'm gonna learn the entire intricacies. I'm gonna recreate the game on tabletop. Oh,
You
so hard.
really didn't know there was a card game coming?
No, I had no idea.
He
Where
doesn't
can I
play
find more
ESO,
information on this?
right?
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, hey, that's why
ESO.
they're putting it in. That's why they're putting it in, right?
It's
For
like the
more
big
people.
thing in this
to get
patch.
approaches.
You know,
It's
people
one of the
like
big
me
things.
people like me who buy out like actual like high rarity versions of TCG.
So there's not a physical card game. Just to be clear, it is a card game.
It's digital.
But yeah, it's within
I got
the
vaguely
game.
into Legends, so
Right.
I
Yeah.
think
There you
That
go.
was a good
Well, there you
game.
go. Well, all right. So if anyone wants to help set this up, let me know. If you feel like, Rob, you want to set it up? You wanna
I'll
take a
reach
stab at it?
out.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll figure something out. But guys, thank you for being here. We got to wrap up the show. This has been awesome. I love chatting with all of you guys, and I appreciate the support. So thank you so much. And listeners, thanks for being here. Chat, thanks for being here as well. And we'll see you next time. We'll be back next week. Me and Lotus talking about more Daedric Prince stuff. So stay tuned for that. But until then, what was that?
is it Meridia?
It's alphabetical, so whoever came after.
It's Meridia because
Meridia?
Malakath was last.
Yeah,
right?
Okay,
I missed
yeah.
Malakath, which pisses me off so much because he's my favorite. But
Yeah.
yeah, Meridia's next. Yeah,
There you go. Meridia's next.
In a while, I got the catch.
All right, we got to wrap this up. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time. Later.
Hasta luego.
Thanks for joining us. We'd love to hear from you. You can reach me on Twitter at robots_radio or Lotus of Doom at Lotus of Doom. Also, you can join us on the Robots Radio Discord channel. You can easily just search Robots Radio Discord on Google or check the description underneath the podcast. Also, this podcast is recorded live every week on Thursday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific on the Robots Radio channels on Twitch, YouTube, and on Facebook. So just search Robots Radio on any of those platforms. Come join us. We'd love to chat with you while we record the show, or before or after. Either way, just come hang out with us. And if you're looking for more information about my shows and the shows on the Robots Radio Network, go to robotsradio.net for all the information about all the shows on the network, including the Robots Radio Rocket Club, where I help both new and existing podcasters to grow their shows, build their audiences, and create the best podcasts they possibly can. All of that at robotsradio.net. We'll see you next time.